Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Rising from Iron. Still playing Shen today, and I'll just say this is a pretty good game, and I'll go in depth about what I did wrong and what I did right, and a specific video from Skill Cap that I had watched, but I did not take their advice, and I think I know why. Okay, so we got a Mordekaiser in the top lane. Have not played a Mordekaiser before either. But I figured just dodge his abilities and then try to go in when you can. But right here at the start, I've just been getting hit by his Q. Oh, and he deals bonus damage if it's the only enemy. Okay. Once he hit level 2, I need to back off, respect the level 2 advantage. Okay, so for here, Rengar Ping said he was on his way, so I tried to get a little bit more harass on Mordekaiser, make him easier to take down. And I was a lot more conscious over my passive shield. And then, super gankable, super easy, Rengar came up, we got the easy gank off. Now here I thought I could freeze it, but no, there was the, as skill cap puts it, the even minion rule, which is whichever tower that the minions are closer to, it's going to push the opposite way. So this lane is going to push. And I was trying to think, well, what can I do? Should I slow push it back to Mordekaiser's? And then I should back and then TP in? But here I just checked his items. And I saw he didn't get anything. I think maybe a health pot. But I figured, if I can just do some short trades, fight him in my minion wave, it'll be easy to kill. And look at that. Even though he had the minion advantage, I don't think he was fighting close to his minion, so I wasn't taking any of his minion damage. And then Rengar came up again to gank him. Oh man. This is where Mordekaiser was just throwing his lane so hard early in. Now here I was like, oh, this is my opportunity to freeze the lane. He has so many minions, but I wasn't sure how many minions should I kill off so that way it stays here. So at the very least I'm like, well, if I can try to, at the very least, prevent at least the mage minions from hitting the tower. So this is where I'm trying to thin it out as best I can. As soon as my minions get here, I back. And I plan on TPing back in because the wave is going to stay here, which is horrible for Mordekaiser, especially since he's already died twice. And I have twice the CS as him. Bambi Cinder, but that's going to be difficult because I'm going to be damaging the minions, which is going to ruin the freeze. And oh look, Mord's back. And I saw all he got was a ruby crystal, so I know he's not going to stand much of a chance against me. I'm just going to still do my short trades. I got a level advantage on him. So I knew that this lane was mine, and I had to play it really carefully. Let him spam his abilities, and then go in on him. Dang, and Diana's only level 4, and here she is. And she should have waited, because I'm just like, oh, hi Diana. Okay, I'll just E away. They hardly did anything. Pinged my team to let them know Diana's top. But it seems like even Diana was behind, and now she just wasted her time coming up here for nothing. And blew his flash. So yeah, Mord should know he needs to back off from the minion wave. I probably should have pushed my advantage more, like tried to really push him out of the wave. But I was just trying my best to see if I could keep his wave here. And then once my cooldowns were done, just go right back in, finish him off. Hey, it seemed like my team was doing well, too. As I looked bottom, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're doing well. Mid lane, didn't really notice he was not doing well at all. But I did this really well. Pushed it to his tower, recalled, and then he decides to push the lane, which is strange, especially since he's losing. And then isn't able to crash it onto my tower, so by the time I get back, I've got this big wave right here, and he cannot beat me, especially since I'm 2 levels above him. Look at that, he's trying really hard to crash onto my tower, but I don't let him. I just let the lane freeze and stay close to my tower. And then whenever I felt like it, I would just go in on him. For me, I just wanted to farm. I'm just like, we're just gonna keep it here. Enemy felt like getting aggressive. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're gonna activate your shield? Okay, I'll just back off. And there we go. Go all in on him, and look at that. He can't do anything. And let's see, do you think he's smart enough to back? Look at that, just thought, I'll use my last potion. Look at me, I'm just like, really? You're gonna try and stay, bro? So I'm surprised she didn't try to come up here and get me, but I knew, at the very least, push it onto tower. And then I get even more greedy. And I go and get a tower plate, so Diana should have come up here and get me. Yeah, so I guess Diana did come up to top lane quite a bit. And this is where I was so confused. I'm like, what is she doing? I was just like, okay, well, I'll fight you. I'm not scared of you. You gotta respect me, Mord. I mean, look at this disrespect he's showing. I was like, okay, Mord, if you really want to die, then let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, I think even Diana knew. There's no way they're gonna be able to 1v2 me. He even blew his flash. I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna recall, and then I'll easily get his tower. And he doesn't even do that. I'm sure you guys can tell where this is going. So I won my lane hard. And now looking at it, Draven was 3 and 4. Their support LeBlanc was 4 and 2. So she was getting plenty of gold off of those kills. I'm sure this is where I started thinking, what other plays could I start making? So I figured, I know I'm not going to be able to get this tower. At the very least I could farm up Diana's jungle, so if she ever came up here there wouldn't be anything for her to grab. I think I should have just kept putting more pressure on top lane, just kept pushing the lane as much as I could. Maybe even get a Tiamat so I could keep pushing it hard. He's only 8, so 3 levels above him, and he misses all of his abilities on me. I figured there had to be somebody coming trying to get me. Nope, easy kill again. Man, it's hard to watch now, going like, look at how hard you were winning your lane. Once again, push it, but Shen doesn't have the best wave clear. Yeah, this probably would have been a perfect example for Shen to go Tiamat, so I could just keep pushing the lane hard. Just keep split pushing. I was trying to keep an eye on the teammates, see if I could help him. Since Rengar was going so hard, that's when I ulted him, but didn't need to. So here I just felt kind of stupid, like, I didn't need to ult him. I could have just stayed top and kept pushing top lane. And here my team stays for too long. Mord gets a kill. In the end, I felt like this was a evenly matched game. Like, I felt like these guys were also bronze players as well, and I think our team just made more mistakes, and, well, the better team just won. So there, I'm able to get the tower. Kassadin is not even trying whatsoever, and that's why he's getting really far behind. But I understand since he's 0 and 5, he can't really do anything. But I don't think he understands the concept of you gotta at least try and stay close to your minions. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to push top lane with my lead. It looks like Mord is trying some kind of 1000 IQ strategy. So since no one came up top to attack me, I'm like, okay, well I guess I'll just keep pushing it. Yeah, Mord is trying really hard to ambush me. I was wondering, where did that Mord come from? And look at that, Mord was super nice, helping me escape. What a nice guy. His plans to try and ambush me, and instead he just helped me get away. Okay, then the enemy does The Rift Herald, my team for whatever reason decides to get too close. That's all LeBlanc needs to do. And I was worried for Rengar, so I ulted him to keep him alive. And secretly to use as a teleport so I could get back to top lane. So it seems like I had the right idea. I should go and split push, and then when they arrive, try to back off. And then I surprise LeBlanc, like, yeah, LeBlanc, you can't fight me. I'm level 13, they're still only level 9. Mord still isn't respecting me. I should have just stayed on him though, but I was kind of worried, like, they had to be more of them. Yeah, I keep thinking about it, like, Tiamat would have been really good. I kept thinking to myself, like, well, I should try and see who else I could get. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on this Diana. Okay, Dan, let's do this. Did what damage I could. Kassadin and Diana. Oh, no. Morgana got Yoni. But Kassadin is just completely useless in this game now. Went back to lane, decided to teleport and push top again. Should've just stayed up here, kept pushing it, kept focusing on dealing as much damage as I could to that tower. Especially since Mord kept coming up here, and it's like, this Mord can't do anything. There's no way he can stop me, especially on his own. And this is where I think I started getting cocky. I thought I was unstoppable. I already have Frostfire Gauntlet and Demonic Embrace. I feel like I could take on anybody. And I had no idea Yoni was super strong right now. You can see I just start throwing it, giving the shutdown to Yoni. Here I thought, oh, this will be perfect. We can easily get both of these guys. But Yoni is just way too strong right now. Really matter what you build against him. That's where we almost have him. Jhin got caught by the Q. Man, so close. Little scuffle in the jungle happens. Remember this. I tried to blow up Morgana, but she's able to flash away. Then I figured Rengar and I might be able to get him. I ulted, and Diana was right there, but poor Draven was like, wait, help me. Get him. And easily get Diana. Should be able to get, I mean, definitely get Mordekaiser for sure. But let's see how this match goes. Kassadin versus Mord. Both champions are behind, and Mord is able to 1v1 Kassadin, so what to build at this point. I thought maybe I could fight him with my Bramble Vest. Nope. Can't 1v1 Yoni. Let's see, do we make a play here? Get the Diana. I should have saved my E for Yoni, because he knows how to play careful, but here I wasn't too worried, especially when he tried to tower dive me, so I'm just like, okay, my W will stop him. She, for some reason, ignites me, thinking she's going to kill me. And I'm able to get the ult off. We're finally able to kill Yoni, but unfortunately it went to me. And is barely able to land that. I'm like, well, this is bad. No idea what Kassadin's doing. And then, yeah, LeBlanc can just easily go on Jhin, so here's where I'm just like, oh, if I could just keep split pushing, if my team just doesn't die, just keeps them away. Oh, Kassadin was able to get Diana, but then they get cocky and they go in for some strange reason. I don't know why. I go and at least try to get the tower. Once again, I kept thinking like, oh, maybe I can fight him, but nope. Yoni is just too strong. So Kassadin just goes in, as he always does for some reason. Jhin gets caught. Yoni falls back. Morgana tries to do something. Rengar goes into the back. I'm trying to go for Yoni. Trying to do the best that I can. The only kill you're able to get is on Draven and Mordekaiser. I don't know. If my team could have played it better, I'm sure we could have turned this around and win. But I think that was the important lesson for this game, is that when you're far ahead, especially with the amount of kills that I had, I should just keep pushing that top lane, keep pushing my advantage, instead of trying to go and back up the rest of my team in the mid lane or any other lane. If the rest of your team is losing, but you're the only one ahead, it's difficult to try and take your lead and see if you can try to back up your team who's not doing well against more of your opponent's teammates who are ahead. I know SkillCap had this exact situation. I don't know which video it was, but they just basically said if you're ahead, you might as well just stay in your lane and keep pushing your advantage. They will have to send somebody to try and stop you. When they do, you just retreat, unless you're confident you can beat them in a 1v1 or 1v2. But otherwise, if you're leaving your lane and letting that opponent that you won hard against just farm easily, they will slowly come back into the game. Meanwhile, you try to push mid, and if it doesn't work out, then you've thrown your lead. As you saw there, Yoni just kept getting to push his lead, and then I started to fall off. So I'm not mad at that game at all. I thought I played it really well. And sometimes you just get those games where teammates like Kassadin doesn't know what he's doing. And we had a few good moments, but that's League of Legends for you. So I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully things will be a lot better. Alright, see ya.